Now, this is a video that many of you have been asking for quite some time now. I've gotten a lot of questions regarding this over the years, so I wanted to make this video specifically and speak into it. I also got a question in the last week that I think really illustrates this challenge very nicely. So I wanted to share this question and speak into this because I know a lot of you have been sending in questions like this. I know this is an experience that a lot of you struggle with when you're dating or getting to know men. And I know that a lot of you would love to know why the hell men do this. So let me read the question that came in. And this question is from Kara. She says, over the last couple of months, I've met 3 men that I've had genuine connections with, got really excited about, and thought it might actually go somewhere. All of these men, after weeks of consistent connection, went completely dark without a word, and I haven't been able to get any of them to respond. I want to know, why do men do this? If they didn't want to see me anymore, why couldn't they just tell me? And why drag it on for so long if they weren't even really interested? Hope you can answer this. Thank you. Well, I am going to answer that question, Kara. Thank you for sending it in. Before we begin today's video, please subscribe to the channel or follow us wherever you get this content. I want to make sure that you can continue to get it. Also, if you enjoy this content and it makes a difference for you, I would request that you like the video and share it. Whether you share it with a friend, share it to your story, however you share it best, whatever works for you. I want to make sure that more and more people can get access to this content so it can help them to create the relationships that they truly want to have in their lives as well. So thank you for watching today's video. I really appreciate you joining me. I'm excited to dive into this question with you, and let's go ahead and get started. So why do men text and call for weeks and weeks, be consistent with their connection, make plans to hang out, spend time together, and then out of nowhere go completely dark without a word? Now, I can't speak into each individual man and their individual intention because that might vary person to person. But what I can do is help you understand how men think and why they make the choices they make. Now, first thing I want you to understand is that men tend to be pretty intentional with what they do and why they do it. So it's not random. It's not it's not that there's no reason behind it. There is definitely a reason, and he definitely had a reason for choosing to spend time with you, and he definitely had a reason for choosing not to spend time with you or choosing to stop seeing you. Now, I can't say again what his intention was, but what I can say is that he definitely had an intention. And as I said, that might vary a little bit from one man to the other. But what might his intention be? Well, his intention might be that he actually wanted a committed relationship. That could be one intention he might have. His intention might be that he just wanted to hook up or sleep with you. His intention might be that he was bored and he was looking for someone to kill time with or spend time with because he didn't have anything else going on. His intention might have been that he was feeling low about himself and was looking for someone to boost his confidence, boost his esteem, make him feel better about himself. These are all possible intentions, possible reasons why he might have been spending time with you. Now, again, I can't say which one it was, but these are all possibilities. And there might be others as well. But just to give you an idea of what might have been going through his head, what he might have been interested in or looking for. Now, what happened and the reason that he ghosted or disappeared or stopped calling or stopped making plans, the reason that he disappeared like that was because one of two things happened. Either one, whatever intention he had, he fulfilled it, he completed it, and then he was done with the relationship. That's one possibility. Another possibility is that whatever intention he had or his reason for spending time with you, he decided that he could not fulfill it or that it was not going to work out. So what do I mean by that? Well, for example, if his intention was just to make himself feel better, maybe he was feeling down about himself, maybe he got dumped, maybe he got fired at work, maybe he just, whatever was going on for him that he was feeling low, feeling a lack of validation, and he needed some kind of validation in his life. Well, he went out, he found you, he spent some time with you, he felt better about himself, and then he completed that intention and decided he no longer had a need for that relationship. Now, I want to say one thing. I know this sounds really cruel, and it is kind of cruel, so I'm not justifying his behavior or saying that that behavior is okay, and I'm going to get to that in a moment. But all I'm doing is I'm explaining his behavior, all right? Another example might be maybe his intention was to sleep with you. If he slept with you, then he was done. He fulfilled that intention. He no longer had an interest or desire to spend time with you or that relationship. Okay, so that's the first instance, was he had an intention, he fulfilled that intention, and now he's done with the relationship. Okay, the other possibility is that he didn't fulfill the intention, but instead he just realized that he couldn't. So maybe he just wanted to sleep with you, but maybe you weren't going to be that available to him. And he decided, you know what, this is going to take me forever. It's not worth the amount of effort, so I'm just done here. That could be one reason. Maybe he was trying to sleep with you and he decided that it just wasn't going to happen anytime soon and he was done. That could be one thing. Maybe he actually wanted a committed relationship. Maybe he was actually looking for somebody that he could be with long term, but he realized that he didn't really think the two of you were compatible, or he didn't see much of a future there, and so he just cut it off and decided that he didn't want to pursue it any further. So I'm giving you a lot of possibilities and a lot of examples of why he may have stopped calling you, and you'll have to kind of plug this into your situation to find out which one makes the most sense for you. But simply put, I'm just going to reiterate it one more time. One, either he had an intention and realized that he could not fulfill that intention, or he had an intention and he fulfilled that intention and then he was done with the relationship. Those are the two reasons why he would have cut off connection after a few weeks or even months of calling and spending time together. But now I want to get to the most important part of the video. And if you watched it this far, you should not miss what I'm about to say, because this is the most important part of everything I'm going to share with you today. Okay, first thing, if he cuts off the relationship, if he disappears without so much as a word, without so much as a, hey, it was really nice getting to know you, and I've really enjoyed spending time together, and you're a great person, but I'm just looking for something else, or I feel like I'm going in another direction, or I don't feel like we're connecting, or I don't feel like there's a lot of compatibility. And, he could try to be as kind about it as possible. But if he doesn't even have enough courage to say, hey, listen, it's been great getting to know you, and I don't want to continue any further, or I want to go a separate way. If he doesn't even have enough courage to honor the relationship that the two of you have formed over these last couple of weeks or these last couple of months, if he can't even dignify you enough as a human being to say, hey, you're a great person, I see that you're a great person, I've enjoyed spending time with you, but I'm just not interested in that way, or I just don't want to pursue this relationship any further. If this man is somebody who can't even dignify the relationship that you have, if he doesn't even have the emotional maturity to see how and why that's important, and this is what I really want you to understand, is he does not have the emotional intelligence, the emotional maturity, or even the human connection skills in order to have a successful relationship. So this person that disappeared, that ghosted you, that cut you off, whatever you want to call it, this person who did that to you is not somebody who even has what it takes to build a healthy and loving relationship. So when you lost him, you didn't actually lose much at all. In fact, you probably dodged a bullet, because if this relationship had gone on and he lacked those skills, those capabilities, those emotional talents that he would need to have, you would have had more and more problems show up over time. And this relationship probably would have ended up being highly destructive. So that's the first thing. When he disappeared, you dodged a bullet. But here's what's even more important for you to recognize, is that if you are attracting people into your life who do not have the capability of creating the kind of relationship that you really want to have, and especially if you see that you're attracting those kinds of people over and over and over again, if time and time again, if it's happened like Kara, who sent in the question 3 times in the last few months, if it's happened to you over and over again, you're attracting the same kinds of people who are not capable or willing or interested in creating the kind of relationship that you really want to have. You've got to recognize that patterns do not break themselves. So you've got to understand what's going on for you that is generating that pattern, why that's happening, and then you've got to figure out how to break that pattern so you can free yourself up to actually create the kind of relationship you really want to have. And so this is what I want to offer you. I want to invite you to attend a workshop with me this Thursday where I'm going to share the 3 secrets to meeting your ideal partner and creating an epic love story together. Now, some of you might think that sounds too good to be true, and if you think that sounds too good to be true, you definitely need to be at this workshop because it is not too good to be true, but as long as you think it is, you will never, ever create that for yourself. I hope you can really understand what I just said. If you think it's too good to be true, if you think it's unrealistic, you will never have it happen for yourself because it is realistic, but you have to see how realistic it is. And on Thursday's workshop, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how realistic and available true love is for you. I'm going to share 3 tools, 3 secrets that you can use to meet your perfect person and create that for yourself. And I'm going to map out this process for you so you can see how normal people just like you, just like me, every day are finding their ideal partner and creating true love together and how you can do it too. So if you want to join me on Thursday's workshop, go to myconsciousrelationship.com. That's myconsciousrelationship.com. I look forward to seeing you there on Thursday. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Wish you the best and take care.